In this strategy, which is called Bollinger Push, we will primarily use Bollinger Bands and the trend lines. Alright, so firstly, what we need is we need to apply this Bollinger Band on your chart, and you have to go to the settings, and simply the inputs will be just as same as it was, and in the style section you just have to disable this basic. All right, so I have changed the color of the upper and lower band in black, so you can do it if you want, and if you don't, just leave it like that. So just disable the basic one and just hit OK. All right, and the second one is we need to add this indicator, which is the sessions. Okay, you can find it simply by typing sessions, and you can see this is a sessions on chart by Aurochs AIF. So you have to use this one. Why this one? Because it will show you when the London session starts, when the New York starts, and everything like that. So let me just enable it. All right, and in the settings, all you have to do is in the sessions, in the input section, you have to disable the Tokyo session. Okay, you have to just disable it. It will be enabled in your case, so just disable it. And then in the style section, you can just increase the background color of the sessions. So that's up to you. So now let's just hit OK. So now you can see that this is the London session, which starts from here, and this from here the New York starts, and here the London ends, and here the New York ends. So that's it. So we just have to use this indicator just to identify the London session and New York sessions, and nothing more. So now what we will do in this strategy is, first we're gonna draw certain trend lines and see where the major supports lies. Okay, so for this we will use only the 1 hour time frame, and the reason is very simple, because in the 1 hour time frame the Bollinger Band works very well, and also it has less noise. All right, so by noise I mean that it creates very less false signals. So now let's just hop in the chart and see what I mean and how you will use this strategy. So firstly, remember one thing, we will only take trades where the price is touching the Bollinger Band. For example, we will take only trades here, only take trades here, 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 and here. So we will take trades only here when the price is just consolidating in between it, like this. We will not take any trades. We can also take trades here, like here, all this, all those regions. So we will not trade this kind of scenarios. All right. So this is just a pretty example. Don't think that we will trade here or here. Actually, there are certain terms and conditions. So we have to use that first, and then only we'll take trades. So let me just clear this out. And so when and where we will take trades and why we will do so. So firstly, we have to take our trend line and draw certain lines at certain highs and lows. Why? To find out the major supports. Alright. So for example, I will draw a very major resistance from this swing point to connecting all the other swing points, which is this. Alright. You can see very well that price has touched all these swing points. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 swing points. So now the very basic and simple thing which we will follow here is we will only take trades when we have a resistance of the trend line and also the resistance of the Bollinger Band. Okay, so when price is hitting the resistance of a trend line and also supporting that resistance, all right, it is not just breaking the resistance, it is supporting the resistance and creating a red candle. So here you can see that price has created a red candle at the resistance, and it is also touching, it is also formed after touching the upper Bollinger Band. So now all the conditions are made. All right. So this is a very pretty basic conditions that we will follow. What is the first condition? We have to spot a trend line, support or resistance. Now, number two, we have to see that is price touching the Bollinger Band or not. If it's touching, very well, we can go forward. And in the bullish scenario, in the buys, we have to wait for a green candle. And in the sell scenario, we have to wait for a red candle. So here we can see that we have a red candle and we will simply just take our trade here. Our SL will be little bit above the swing high. Okay. And then our target will be this swing low. So this is a very easy trade that you can take. All right, let me just give you another example. So here you can see that price was touching. This is a swing high, this is a swing high, and this is also a swing high. So we have first resistance, second resistance, and this is a third resistance. So on the third resistance we have a red candle. As you can see, we have a red candle, and the red candle also, the candle touched the Bollinger Band, took the resistance, and it also took the resistance from the trend line. So all the conditions are here. So now we're gonna take this trade. All right. So let's just take our trade here, and our SL will be a little bit above swing high, and our target will be the recent swing low, or you can target the major ones, which are these. These are the major ones. All right. So you can target this, or you can target the recent low. So that depends on your risk structure. So now remember one thing. If you get this kind of trades, all right, if you get this kind of trades in the Asian session, okay, don't take the trade. We will only trade the London and New York session and nothing more. So we have to trade only the London and New York session, and we have to search for this kind of set. So for searching this kind of setups, it's very simple. It's a 1 hour chart. It's not too fast. You can come to the charts and you can find for this kind of setups in any pair. So you can create this setup in any pair available in TradingView. So let me show you some other examples from some other pairs so that you can get it clear. So here in NZD CAD, you can see very clearly that we have a very good resistance trend line growing from here to here. So you can see that we have the first touch, we have the second touch, and here is the third touch. So at the third touch, what we got is a very good red candle, and it is inside the London to New York session, and it's a red candle, and it's also touching the upper Bollinger Band. So all our conditions are met. So here we can simply take our trade, all right, which is just after this candle closes, and our SL will be a little bit above of the swing high, and our TP will be either this or this major support. So this is a very pretty basic example. Let me show you an example where we should not take a trade. Okay. So for example, you can see that we have got a trade right here. All right. First touch, second touch, and third touch. So this trade has formed inside the London session. It has got a red candle. It has took this resistance from the resistance trend line, but we can't take the trade. And the reason is very simple. The candles was not touching the Bollinger Band, the upper Bollinger Band. So one of our conditions has not been met. So if either of the conditions is not met, we cannot take a trade. We need all the conditions to align properly. All right. So here we can't take a trade. So let's just draw another example. Let's just draw this. Now you can see very clearly that we got a trade here. This is a green candle touching the lower Bollinger Band, and also it took support from this trend line, but still we can't take the trade. Why? Because this is not the London session. We will trade only the London session. This is the Asian session, so we can't take a trade. Okay, so let's just move into another example of another pair. So here in Euro USD, let me show you an example here. So here, from here to here, we have a very good resistance trend line, and price was hitting the upper Bollinger Band and was taking a resistance, and we take trade in this red candle. Our SL will be somewhere above here, and our TP will be at the recent low. But as you can see, unfortunately, due to this spike, we hit our SL. So that's not a problem. Sometimes it happens. Okay. So if it happens, just let it be. Don't let your losses get in your head. So let's draw another trend line from here to here. So you can see very clearly that we had another trade here. We had a green candle, which is this, is touching the lower Bollinger Band, and it's inside the London to New York station. So here we take another trade. Our SL will be a little bit lower than the swing low, and our target will be the recent high, which is this. So this trade is still ongoing. So we have to just wait and see what happens. So this is an example in Euro USD. And now let's see some example of another pair. So here in USD JPY, you can see that this is a very kind of consolidating chart, but still you can get a very good trade. How? So you can see that from here to this swing high, we have a resistance trend line. But if you extend it, we can see that price took some kind of resistance from this trend line and also from the Bollinger Band. And price was inside the London to New York station, so we can take this trade. So let's take this trade, and our SL will be a little bit higher and our TP will be at the recent low. So here we get a very good 1:5. So this is a very basic and easy setup that you can use in your daily trading life, because I use this strategy personally a lot, and this strategy gives me very good returns daily. So all you have to do is you have to be a little bit, you have to just concentrate to the chart a little bit, and you have to mark these kind of trend line resistance or supports. Okay, once you are habituated with this kind of setups, you can make immense level of profits. You just have to connect the dots. You have just to connect the lows to the lows and highs to the highs. You can see them from here to here. If I draw the line, I get a very good supporting trend line. Here we get a green candle. It's inside the London session. We take our trade here, SL right here, and our TP to the top. So you will get very little losses, but you will get very good profits and very big amount of profits in the long term. So this is all about the strategy, and I will say this is one of my best strategy out there. So yeah.